Okay, this is very random. I didn't know I was going to be doing this today, but well, here we are. I've got coffee. I thought we'd just, you know, get ready. I've got to get ready today anyway, but I thought while I get ready I will just give you some updates about my life, because I haven't really done a talking video in a really long time now. Probably the last talking video I did was like the one I did about quitting my job, which was what, 6-7 months ago now. Yeah, it has been a hot minute. Obviously there are lots of updates going on in my life, and yeah, thought I would just share them with you. So we'll see how we get on. I need a mirror. No, actually I'll use this one. La 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 la. Oh, perfect. You can tell I don't do this very often because I don't really have like a official setup or anything like that, but I just thought it could be quite fun to do something different for a change. But yeah, so it's January. It's like the beginning week of Jan, and obviously like this is my first January that I've been self-employed, so it's kind of I was fine and I was doing okay up until like yesterday. Yesterday was like the 5th, and I think just kind of like the reality of everything hits me. I always forget how cold it gets in January and February in the UK. It just it's freezing, and it's like you're wearing ridiculous amount of layers. I struggle to feel cute. My skin goes all like patchy and red, and yeah, it's just not, it's not the vibes. I've been struggling a little bit, and then also this is, like I was saying, it's my first January self-employed, and obviously a new update that some of you probably know but maybe you don't, is that I have my online flexibility membership now. So I run a monthly membership, which is kind of similar to what I was doing with my classes, but instead of them running in blocks, they just run across the month now. So there's a constant flow of content every single month, classes every single week, and it's really fun and it's really, really exciting, and I'm really enjoying the process and kind of figuring out what I want the platform to be and who I want it to be for and what I want people to get out of it. And so that side of things is really fun and really interesting, and I'm really enjoying it. But on the other side, there's the whole kind of business element that can be quite stressful, and especially New Year is a really incredible time to set new goals and intentions for the year. And so I know a lot of people have a goal of doing the splits or getting flexible, so I felt it was important for me to put a New Year's sale on for those people, which was really good. But I also kind of, there was a part of me that didn't want to feel like I was being one of them, like, you must set goals for the new year, you must do this, like blah blah blah, what's stopping you? Because that's just not me at all. I'm very open to the fact, like, take me in 2021 for example. The first 5 months of 2021 were probably like some of the worst months of my life. Like, I was really depressed. It was awful up until kind of the point I started therapy, really, and then everything started to change in terms of the job and stuff. Like, it was a really horrendous, rough time for me. So I would never want people to feel like if they're not setting goals or if they're not committing to something, that is, you know, they're rubbish. Like, I didn't want that at all, and I think that was playing on my mind, as well as, like, I'm a consumer of content as well, so I'm seeing everybody run their sales and I'm wondering whether I'm doing enough, and then I'm like feeling almost guilty for when I'm looking at people's social media feeds and I haven't filmed any content yet, or I don't feel as confident as I thought I would. You know, it's just a lot of stuff like that. So I've been a bit like conflicted just the last 2 days, but I have been I picked up journaling quite a lot in 2021. I found it a really useful tool, but I used to just not use any prompts. I used to just freeball it basically, and I haven't got my diary to hand, but I basically just write down how I feel, what I'm feeling, why I think I feel that way, try and get down to the bottom of it, and it really helps me get the words out of my head and onto the page, which helps me sometimes stop spiraling into kind of like a consistent, oh my god, what am I going to do, I feel helpless, I feel ruined. Like, it gets it out there and I don't feel so consumed anymore. But from January, one of my Christmas presents I asked for from Jack was the 6-minute diary. So some of you may have heard of it already. They are extremely popular, but they have a few different versions. So I think they have the 6-minute diary on their own, and then they have the one that I have, which is the pure one, and I think they have a success one as well. But the pure one, I've actually got it here because I wanted to show you guys. So every morning you can write 3 things that you're grateful for, or 1 thing you're grateful for and 3 reasons why. You write how you're going to make today a great day, and then you also put a positive affirmation, and then in the evenings you write what your good day was, good deed for the day was, how you'll improve, and the great things you'll experience. And I don't know, I just really liked the idea of it. It also has like a habit tracker. It has a weekly reflection after you've completed for a week. So I've started doing that every single, well, we're on the 5th of January, the 6th of January, I mean. So, I mean, it's not the biggest achievement, but my aim is to try and do that as many days as I can throughout this year, as a real reflective practice to slow me down a bit. I'm a, you know, I can, what was the word, catastrophise? Oh, I don't know. But I can get ahead of myself and be quite dramatic sometimes. So when I set daily intentions, especially now I'm self-employed, and some days you do find yourself like, okay, like, how am I going to make today productive? And I think a lot about doing things, but I'm not so fantastic when it comes to actually doing those things. So I think it's going to be a really great tool for me across 2022 to just make sure I am keeping in touch with myself and reflecting and learning and growing and not being so hard on myself. So anyway, that's the start of my January, but I've got a few exciting things coming up. So we have a strong and flexy like splits challenge coming up on the membership from the end of January to like the end of February, and which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be really good because obviously the content we've been doing on the classes over the last 8 weeks, so since the membership launch, has been more of like a beginner program for strong and flexible hips and strong and flexible hamstrings. So I'm really excited to get back into the splits training again and just continue to work and grow on the business. So the other guest update I feel like I need to give you, which I haven't really spoken about yet, is when I did my video explaining that I was going self-employed, I also spoke about what my actual plan was. Now at that point I didn't know that I was going to be launching a membership and my own classes, and I don't know, fall so in love with what I'm doing. So the plan was to be applying for a master's this time of year. Now I still have time to apply if I want to. However, where my heart is right now is I'm not ready to go back to uni right now. I currently wake up every day loving what I do, and I love my job, and I feel like I can make a real difference in what I'm doing. And I don't have that same feeling about going back to uni to do speech therapy right now. Like, I love speech therapy, but I don't have that feeling about it right now. But it doesn't give me the same thrill, it doesn't give me the same love. I'm not as passionate about it in comparison to the two things. And I feel like if I'm going to be going back to uni at 25 without financial support, without, like, it's a big commitment, probably going to have to move away from home, away from Jack, then I want to be 150% sure that it's the right job and career for me. Also, I don't really know, like, I hope I can continue to grow and build my business, because I really do think we've got something special for a very long time. However, we don't know. I don't know how long the internet is going to survive for, you know. I really don't know. And there may come a time where it's not. And I don't want to feel like I missed out on an opportunity because I wanted to have more stability. I'm in an incredible situation at the moment where I am fortunate enough to live at home. My expenses aren't really that huge at this moment in time, and obviously I want to move out, and going back to uni means that that's probably not going to be a possibility either. So as it stands, uni is not on the cards for next year. That might change in the next couple months, but at the moment it's what I need to do. I think I waited such a long time to give myself the opportunity to go self-employed and really give I wouldn't even say it's being an influencer, because I have transitioned into more of a teaching role, but to really give that a go. Like I was thinking about this yesterday, and it's like, it's not like I left teaching behind. Like I just went from teaching children with complex needs how to communicate, and I've gone from using that, all those skills like the communication, the empathy, and taken that into my teaching role with flexibility for people that need it and are confused. And I just feel like I can be a real voice for people that want to learn but are confused by, you know, everything on social media, or like I want to fill the gap in flexibility training for people that are complete beginners and just kind of want a friendly, supportive face to see them through it. I feel like that's where I belong and what I'm doing right now. Yeah, for now I think it's the right decision, and we will just see what happens. I'll just trust the universe. The other big update, which I'll tell you about while I curl my eyelashes, is I had a car crash. So literally just before Christmas, the week before Christmas, I was driving to the gym and I got hit by a tipper lorry. So I was really lucky that it was not serious. I feel extremely lucky to not be hurt. No one else was hurt. And I just really feel like someone was looking out for me that day, because everyone at kind of like the scene, that I had a witness, so he was lovely, the ambulance staff were lovely, just everyone that I came into contact with was just like an angel. And obviously the crash could have been a lot worse than what it was, but it's almost like someone was just really looking out for me that day. But it was extremely scary and it really did shake me up, and obviously more to the point at this moment in time, I don't have a car. So I had hire cover included with my insurance. So currently I am driving a little Toyota Aygo as my hire car, but obviously I'm not going to have that for much longer, hopefully. My poor car is sadly a write-off. So I will be saying a final goodbye to my KA, which has been hard actually. I was thinking, like, if the universe wanted to teach me about attachment, because I was meaning to change my KA for a really long time and was holding on to it because I was so attached to it. I was like, it could have done it in a nicer way, but obviously that's not how it works. So yeah, so I'm currently looking for new cars. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to go for. I'd want something small because obviously I've come from a KA. I'm also really small myself, and I don't really want anything too big. So I've been looking at Golfs. I've been looking at actually Toyota Aygo's because it's a really nice car. But it's just hard. Like, I've always been the person that hates having too much choice. And maybe that's a sign that I actually don't ever know what I really want. But we won't dig too much into that. But yeah, I do struggle with too much choice. So I'm not finding it the easiest thing. And to be honest, I am procrastinating it a lot right now. The thing is, I've never been a massively material person. So I don't want to be paying like loads of money for a car. Because to be fair, I only drive it to the gym and to work and back. So I don't really need it for anything more than a little run around. And maybe I'll, like, because it's, maybe I'll trust it to do a few more drives, long drives towards the end. Because in my KA, I was like, I feel like if I drive this car like more than an hour, it's gonna like break down. I really should have sharpened this. It's not cute. It's like digging into me. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with that at this moment in time. But we'll see. I actually really wanted like a Vauxhall Adam, but I only found out recently they like discontinued them. They don't do them anymore, so that's quite sad. So if I wanted one of those, I'd have to like buy it secondhand. But if I'm honest, I think I'm going to lease this time, because obviously I had my KA for years, and obviously because I bought it. But I feel like this time I want to lease it, and then I won't get as attached to the car. Or if I do get attached to the car, then I can buy it. But then I can change it every couple of years or so, which I think will be quite good and quite fun for someone that's like never been bothered about cars ever, you know. We will see what happens on that front, and hopefully I manage to get it sorted within the next couple of weeks, so it doesn't get to the point where like we need the car back and then I'm like, I've got no car. But yeah, so apart from that, I'm also looking for a new camera, which again, same as the car situation, is causing me a lot of stress. And at this moment in time, I'm really debating between like getting the iPhone 13 Pro and getting a camera. It's a really, really hard decision to make. So if I have any camera experts on here, the thing is, I'm not going to be massively using it for vlogging. This is like a rare occasion for me, you guys know this. I'm mainly going to be using it to film my flexibility classes and tutorials, content for socials. So if you have any ideas, let me know, and we'll do this again soon. So thank you for joining me while I did my makeup today. I hope you enjoyed those mini updates about my life, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next vid.